Welcome back to Does My Bank Still Love Me? I'm Norm Newkirk. There's going to be a slight departure today from the usual topics of loan modifications and short sales, but it's not that much of a departure. We're talking today with the owner and co-founder of Sound Method Modifications, Leeron Liftik. And Leeron, welcome.
Thank you.
And thank you for coming on the show.
It's good to be here.
Good. What we're going to talk about today is a project that you have that I found truly fascinating only about an hour ago when you brought it up.
Yeah.
You are about to head off to the country of Haiti.
That's correct.
Would you mind expounding a bit on what you're going to be doing in the country?
Yeah, well, I'm going to be servicing at some of the restructure efforts that are going on. Many of you may already be aware or not that they have camps set up for the people who were left without homes and whose homes were already at a level that many of us would not consider home. So, the different perspective yields walls, dirt floors, and things like that is what their home is created by. And once that has been ruined, they really don't have the resources to recreate it. So currently, there's camps of people with resources to accommodate approximately 300 to 500 people, and the average camp has about 3,500 people. So you can imagine the levels of suffering and despair and lack of cleanliness, and how do you dispose of human waste, and how do you take the food from 200 people and feed 3,500 with it, and those are people who I see as having an acute lack of peace and freedom from their home, and that's what I'm hoping to bring.
You mentioned something earlier that I found fascinating. I want to get back to what you just commented on, because you just brought up something else and about 35 more questions. But how you're getting there and what you're taking and what you're coming back with. You told me something earlier, and that I found truly fascinating.
Yeah.
Tell us about how you're getting there and what you're taking there.
Okay, so I'm getting there par avion. So I'm going to be taking an airplane. And I have 2 bags. Our producer's very happy that I'm using some French. So I'm taking 2 bags. I have 1 hockey bag that's filled with 75 pounds of canned goods, baby food, formula, rice, anything that's just add water or can be sustained, can be preserved for a very long time. And then I'm bringing a backpack full of clothes and toiletries to wear. And what I'm going to come back with is the clothes on my back. So everything that I bring, I'm leaving and giving away.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I think it's absolutely incredible that you're doing that.
Yeah.
Have you been to Haiti before?
No, I've never been to Haiti.
You're going to be entering, into a situation that is truly, truly heinous.
Yes.
Truly incredibly confused. It's fraught with a lot of, and I'll use the word corruption, because we know that there is a bit of that goes on
quite a bit
in that whole the whole situation in Haiti. Who will you be connecting with? You're not going just as a single person, but you're actually connecting with a larger organization.
Yeah, so I'm connecting with the American Red Cross, who is helping to orchestrate some of my efforts, so that kind of speaking to the corruption, there's a huge amount of resources that are available. And from different things, depending where you look, between 70 and 80% of the human aid that's designed to go to the people who need it is lost in the shuffle, taken through some type of corrupt process. The point is that less than 30% of what the intention is actually delivered. And so on an ongoing basis, the most secure way to ensure that your efforts are actually going as intended is to physically take the food with you. So a lot of people have asked me, well, isn't it cheaper to ship the food there than pay the extra money on the airplane? And yes, it's true, but it's the only way to really ensure that this food is physically what I'm going to hand out to those children whose game today is to try and eat, which will be really great. It would be wonderful if they got to eat. And if they don't eat, well, they kind of expect that to happen a lot of the time too. So there is an extra cost associated with it, but to me, the value of the extra amount of money that it would cost to bring on those extra items versus what that delivers to the world in the form of, I know this child today and this family today is now eating as a consequence of my effort, is I'm getting a bargain, if you will.
I brought up the word corruption, and I have to say something about that. I don't want anybody who's watching today to think that I'm making a value judgment on this. I am simply using the word to mean that's what's happening there, but it's not just because of this disaster. It is a way of life in this country, and it's been going on since the country's inception when the first revolt happened, I believe, 1804.
Yes.
And it's just, I don't want people to think that I'm making that value judgment, so please don't think that I am doing that. When you're there and when you're looking around, will you be thinking about establishing an ongoing program, some sort of sustainable program, using yourself and other people to do this type of trip that you're taking?
Yeah, well, obviously there's nothing that I can do on my own that has any degree of being comparable to what can be done with the effort of a community. So certainly I'd be looking to, my primary goal is spreading home, spreading hope, and spreading relief. Those are my primary goals, to be that for those people. And then I'm going to be looking from, how can I make this accessible to other people who want to make a difference but are concerned with the resources, the pragmatics, how do I deal with getting a plane ticket, paying for it, the loss of wages while I'm gone, who do I plug into? Having all of that done so that all those logistics and pragmatic concerns are all taken care of, and combining that with some type of scholarship or contribution to account for the financial burden, and really kind of creating a structure so that my contribution is the facilitation of others making a difference, I feel would have a more profound impact in the long run. And that's what I would be looking from as I arrive and experience what there is to experience.
You told me that you'll be in Haiti for 12 days.
12 days.
And during that 12 days, I'm sure that it's not going to take 12 days to distribute the 75 pounds of food that you've taken down there.
It'll probably take an hour.
Well, probably, maybe if that.
Yeah, if that.
What else will you be doing while you're there? What kind of activities will you be doing? What kind of coordination will you be doing?
Sure. So there's several different things, and I would love to get to each one of them in detail when we get back. There's three things. One, I am looking to be available in the form of free labor, and one of the areas that is of least desire, that needs the greatest help, has to do with human waste disposal. So what solutions they've created on their own within their limited means to account for the fact that there's roughly 100 times as many people as there are facilities. So it's, it's a dirty job, right? But it's one of the main things that's a cause of disease, that's a cause of malnourishment. That's really something that I feel with some effort can make a real difference. That's one of them. Being able to spread hope and being able to leave the people with living in a home they love is what I'm after, and I'd love to get into that when we return from a break.
Excellent. I have, are we going up for break? Yes, I guess we are. Sorry about that. I wasn't paying too much attention. I was fascinated in listening to you. We will be back listening to this most incredible journey to come from Leeron Liftik, the owner and co-founder of Sound Method Modifications. You're watching Does My Bank Still Love Me? I'm Norm Newkirk. Thank you.